Howdy, good morning. My name is Rob and you're watching Junk Monkey Treasures. Most of my treasure hunting these days is done at thrift stores and antique malls. And today we got several sales going out. If you've been following along, you know that I talk about VHS a lot, including the Disney Black Diamond VHS. I thought I had one of these listed. And for the last 2 or 3 videos, I've been like, I need to get one listed. I need to get one listed. Well, I finally listed one yesterday, and it sold yesterday. So we're going to list another one. Oh, yeah, let me show you some of the other VHS that sold. Some of that horror. I bought 14 horror VHS all at one time. And then I went back a couple of days later and got 2 or 3 more. But we sold 3 more. We sold Creep Show, Gremlins Part 2, and The Shining. We also sold a piece of Pyrex. This is Amish butter print, and this is what's known as a Friggy. This was pre-Tupperware. So you would keep things in these little containers in your refrigerator. And if you've been watching, you know I recently picked up this remote control, new in package. Listed it yesterday, sold it yesterday. Sold this for $140. We paid like $6 for it. Same time I listed that, we listed the ink that you saw me pick up recently. We paid $5 for this, and we sold it for $45. Altogether, everything that you just saw sold collectively for $270, thereabouts. And we have less than $18 in all of it. The VHS I pay about 9 cents a piece for. The Friggy, I'm sure I paid $5 or less for it. And you guys saw me pick up the remote and the ink. So there you go. That's what's going out of here today. I also had, in a recent video, somebody asked me where my Butterbell was listed. So I'm going to get that listed for you if you're watching. I'm going to list it kind of high, but I'm going to turn on offers. I'm going to list it high so you get first chance at it. I'll get this listed today before we go to the post office. And speaking of which, we do got to get all of this packaged up. We got to go to the post office. And since I'm going to be in town, I might as well go by my local Goodwill and see if we can't find some more goodies. So like and subscribe, come along for the ride, and let's see if we can go find some treasure. And just like that, we're in my local Goodwill, checking out an end cap, and I see this pretty little thing. It looks like a lamp, but I'm not 100% sure that's what it is. We're going to put it in the cart, and we'll try to look it up, see what it is, if it's worth buying. What do they want for it? $4.49. There's some kind of little... No, that's way too new. All right, let's check out some more end caps. There's a kit, you make your own stepping stone. My wife would see that, she'd love to have it. She'd make me buy it. We'd take it home and she'd never build the daggum thing. Let's check the white. We haven't found a nice piece of milk glass in a while. And it doesn't look like we're gonna find a piece today. All right, folks, I will bring you in when we find something. Here's a nice marble lamp. It looks like it's got a crack in it right there. They want $12 or $11 for it. That's not bad. Something like that, though, I'd like to have in a pair. Small desk lamps, you can have singles, but big lamps really need to be a pair. At least that's my opinion of the matter. I'll tell you about these after I get them in my cart. They are Pier 1, but I'll tell you about them here shortly. This is Pier 1 teal blue crackle glasses of every shape and size. There's margarita glasses, champagne flutes, wine glasses, snifters. They are fairly valuable, and we're going to pay 79 cents a piece for them. We're probably going to average $15 a piece for them when we sell them. So when you add them up, that's a lot. What I'll do is I'll break them up in sets of like and sell each individual set, and if there's any leftovers, I'll sell them individually. but this was a score. I was waiting forever to grab this Panasonic tape player off the shelf, and I finally got it, and I parked over to the side. I looked up and saw this beautiful piece of fused glass with fish on it. Unfortunately, it's got a big old crack running from the edge around up to that fish. So we'll leave that here. Then we're going to look this up. Most likely to go back on the shelf, but some of these older boom boxes, so to speak, can be worth some good money. So we'll look it up and see. Well, we filled the cart. It's all of a thing. It's a big set of glass. But while we were in here, we sold a copy of 101 Dalmatians Black Diamond. So we picked up another one while I was looking to see if they had a copy, and they did. So I found The Great Mouse Detective is a VHS Black Diamond Disney. I don't know how many of these I've ever actually sold. It's not the most popular one that I sell for sure, but I rarely ever see it, and it's in great condition, so we're going to pick that up while we're here. All right, with that, I think we're going to try and get all of this mess in the truck and get back to the house. I got something to tell you guys about and show you, so stick around. All right, I came to bring my cart back, and I said, let me go see if they've got a new cart out. And just as I walked up, they pulled one out, and look what we found. We got some Mexican folk art cat, fish, and a hand-painted and tie-lined decorative pottery. Now, it's not worth a fortune, but things like this sell very well for me on my live shows, and I'm just about ready to have a live show for pottery, art pottery, studio pottery, folk art pottery, that kind of stuff. So this will go right into the next show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that turned out to be one heck of a trip into my Goodwill. Biggest cartload I've ever, well, not ever, but in a very long time, biggest cartload I've pulled out of there. Most of it was this Pier 1 teal blue crackle glass stemware. There's a couple of different size goblets. There's martini glasses and champagne flutes. And this box right here is nowhere near even half of it. The back seat of my truck is loaded. I think what I'll do with this stuff is I'll separate it by type and size, and then make a multi-quantity listing. And I'll put a screenshot up here in just a minute to show you some of the solds for this type of Pier 1 glass. I never in a million years would have guessed that Pier 1 glass was worth anything, but apparently their crackle stemware is worth something, and the teal blue is the best, which is what we got, and lots of it. Anyhow, I think what I'm going to do is when I put those multi-quantity listings up, I think what I'm going to do is like a $15.99 or $16.99 free ship per piece. That'll cover me on shipping if somebody buys a whole lot of them. And it falls right in line with all the comps. Comps are anywhere from one or two that sold for $10 plus shipping, all the way up to $20 a piece plus shipping. Most of them sold 2 at a time. So we'll get all of this stuff listed sometime soon. I have a lot of stuff to list for my upcoming Niknax live sales. In fact, when I get done talking, I'm going to flash across the screen a whole bunch of pictures of the stuff that is going to be available for you to buy live on Niknax.net. So if you look through that and you want to come bid on some of it, because it's going to be some really nice stuff, what you need to do is get over to Niknax.net. That's Niknax.net, and sign up. Create an account. You're going to have to put your payment information and your shipping information in there. When you put that payment information in, you should see a window where you can put a discount code, and that discount code is JUNKM28, all uppercase, and that'll get you $5 off of your first purchase of $10 or more. Not just mine, anywhere on the app. If you spend $10 or more on your first purchase and you use this discount code in your payment section, you should get $5 off. So there you go, folks. That's what happened today. Oh, we also got a couple of VHS tapes. and 4 more pieces of pottery, 3 of them being Mexican folk art pottery. There's going to be a art pottery sale live coming up soon. Right now, I've got to get busy cleaning and photographing and preloading the glass for the big live sale. I've already got the sale created. I've got a few pieces uploaded already. I'll put a link to that down in the description. So thank you all for coming with me on my little treasure hunting adventure. I hope to see you at the Niknax sale, and I really do appreciate it. Y'all come back now, you hear? Stay tuned. We got all the pretty glass to show you.